1 in 5 of those job applications would have some significant spelling error or grammatical mistake in them.
My spelling is terrible.
Many employers report, for instance, that job applicants don't even know their alphabet for simple tasks such as filing index cards. Now that's a pretty sad state of affairs.
So would you know what a noun is?
Yeah.
What's a noun?
Is it a doing word?
Writing, reading and arithmetic, the 3 R's which are meant to form the basis of our education. But Australia, the clever country, gets an F for failing the basics.
A girl that applied for a job, she was a recent school leaver. She's a great school, got good marks. She put a great cover letter together and she'd listed her top 5 skills, what she thought were her strengths. And one of them was excellent attention to detail. It was spelled D-E-T-A-L-E, which to us immediately said that attention to detail is not one of her strengths.
Andrew Aston heads up recruitment company Morgan Consulting. He receives more than 2,000 resumes every week and is astounded by how bad some of them are.
In that situation, it's unfortunate that she didn't take the time to check her work, and if she had, we would have been impressed in every other way.
What are these nouns and verbs and adjectives? And they've never heard them before. They are in their 13th year of schooling and they've never heard these terms before.
Monash University English lecturer Baden Yunsen was so appalled at the reading and writing standards of school leavers, he started up a basic grammar and punctuation course to bring first-year university students up to scratch.
We've had to introduce this new subject to take it right back. It's a common American practice to more or less say, we have to start again, make sure that they know the fundamentals so that by the time they get through, they can actually speak.
It's certainly not an isolated case. A recent survey found school leavers were functionally illiterate because standards in Australian high schools have collapsed. It's no wonder then that Australia's literacy ranking has dropped from 2nd to an embarrassing 6th when we're compared internationally.
I think in recent times in our education system we haven't been focused enough on quality, we haven't been focused enough on making sure students master the basics.
Education Minister Julia Gillard launched the National Literacy and Numeracy Test in schools last year, testing students in years 3, 5, 7 and 9.
Those results are showing us is about 80% of students were better than the minimum benchmark. But we want to be active for those students who are only at the minimum benchmark and certainly for those students who are falling behind.
The federal government has committed more than $1 billion to the problem.
Gives them an idea of what improvements they need, what programs they might need to add to the school.
That's an information gathering method, so sure enough, you get information, but it's not going to change anything. So if they're just going to do it and say, oh my God, this is horrible, and then do nothing about it, then it's useless.
We have in Australia over 1/3 of Year 8 student enrolments leave school before Year 12, and that's a very serious situation to have.
Andrew Rimington is from the Victorian Employers Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
Literacy skill through the job application process is absolutely crucial.
Even the experts can't agree on exactly who or what is to blame for our poor report card. Employers say while technology has had a huge positive impact on society, it could also be responsible for our lack of literacy skills.
The under 30s, no doubt that they're the biggest offenders when it comes to grammar, and particularly spelling. I think they've grown up in the information age where communication's a lot more informal, it's casual, it's quick.
Children spend too much time sitting in front of computers at a very young age, not having anybody talk to them, so they can't learn the basic structures as well.
Spell receive?
R-E-C-I-E-V-E. No, I think I would know.
There's a lot more of a sense of kind of students going into much more specific areas much earlier. There's not a lot of generalist stuff, and I think that probably diversifies people's focus, so it means that they're getting less and less solid kind of maths, English.
Others believe the education system is plagued with problems.
Teachers have been massively underfunded in terms of resources. The support they get is pathetic.
Many of the new younger teachers who are recent graduates are themselves a product of the school system that we have, and many who therefore have themselves language or literacy skill deficits.
I would like to see the return of Year 12 examination items on spelling, grammar and punctuation.
My advice would be take your time, think carefully about what you want to say, check your work, get a friend to check it if you're not sure, someone you trust, but most importantly, get it right. Or don't be surprised if you don't get the job.